Hi, it's Zutshi here. I'm the founder of the Property Investors Network and the author of the Amazon #1 bestseller, Property Magic. So that's Necker Island, all the way over there. And this is Mosquito Island. And this is the pool house. Just had an amazing lunch. Everyone's chilling out, having a bit of a party. A couple of us in the pool. And you know what? It's kind of what it's all about. So we just had a fantastic question and answer session with Richard Branson, and one of the things he was talking about was the importance of continually learning. He said to be a great leader, what you have to do is be a great listener, and actually you want to learn from other people and take the best knowledge from them and then work out what you can implement as well. So Richard Branson is keen to keep learning. It's good enough for me as well.
Have fun.
Will do, yeah, okay. Yeah! That was incredible. I'd like to share with you one of the main secrets that all successful, wealthy people know that you can start applying as soon as you know it and understand it. And the secret is this. If you want to be truly wealthy, if you want to build wealth and continue to build wealth, you need to generate what's called passive income. Now, passive income is unlike normal earned income. Earned income, you go and do a job, you get paid, you come home, you spend the money, you have to go back to work, you get paid, you come home, you spend the money, and you get into this kind of vicious circle, if you like. Whereas, in fact, passive income is all about working once, getting paid for that forever. So you buy an investment property, you've got to educate yourself, you've got to make sure you make the right decision. You need to know what you're doing, obviously, but if you buy the right decision, that property will pay you at the end of each month and every month for as long as you own the property. But guess what? You only have to go and buy the property once. You can give the management to someone else, so you don't have to be that involved, which means the money comes in without you putting your time and effort in, and that is the key to passive income. Now, if you have enough of these properties, you can get to the point where actually maybe you can replace all of the income coming in from your traditional job or from your business. And then you have the choice and freedom to choose, how do you spend your time? What do you do with your life? And that's the really exciting time. So I just had another amazing lunch in Necker, and it's amazing just sitting, chatting to like-minded people in a completely relaxed, non-work environment. What amazing ideas and inspirations come up. So I would really encourage you, if you want to take your business, your investing, your personal success to the next level, get around a group of like-minded people, take yourself away, you can completely forget work, forget the normal environment, and just see what happens. The results can be amazing. Share with you my 5 golden rules. Now, these are 5 golden rules I talk about in my best-selling book, Property Magic, but I want to share them with you because if you follow these 5 golden rules, you'll dramatically minimize the risks associated with investing in property. Look, it's possible to lose money in property if you don't know what you're doing. If you follow these golden rules, you'll dramatically minimize the chance of losing money, in fact, maximize the chance of making money. So here are the 5 golden rules. Rule number 1. First of all, we always want to buy property from what we call our motivated sellers. These are people who the speed and certainty of the sale is more important than the amount of money they actually get from the sale. Now, we're looking for people who've got problems, but we don't want to take advantage. We're looking to find the ethical win-win solution that works for them and also works for us. And what this means is they're prepared to sell properties at less than they're worth, or maybe they're flexible on the terms of the sale. So, motivated sellers is the first one. Rule number 2. We only ever buy in an area with a strong rental demand. The whole point is we're renting this property out. We want to make sure if the current tenants move on, we can quickly put someone else in at the full market rent, and that's very easy to do because there's really good demand for rental in that particular area. Linked to that, rule number 3 is we only ever buy a property that makes us positive cash flow. Now what that means is at the end of each month, we take the rent, we take the mortgage, we take the insurance, the management, the maintenance, all the bills off. At the end of the month, there's money left over us, and that's our profit. Now, you got to pay tax on that, and there are ways of minimizing that tax, but essentially, you want to make money every single month. You don't want to be supporting your properties. That's the wrong way to do it. So rule number 4, we are buying for the long term. You know what? In England, we live on this island with a limited supply of accommodation, and there's an increasing population. What that means is supply is not enough to cope with all the demand. So therefore, over the long term, prices of property and values of rents all go up over the long term. However, we want to make sure we can hold it short term, because prices might fluctuate up or down, but if we don't have to sell, that doesn't really matter. It links back to rule number 3, as long as there's a great cash flow coming in, why on earth would you sell the asset? And then rule number 5 is you need to have a cash buffer, some money put aside in case you have the unexpected expenses. Sometimes tenants might disappear without paying the rent, they might cause a little bit of damage, you might need to spend some money on the property, and it's the landlords who can't afford to get their property back into the great condition. They're not going to be able to rent those out, thus they're not going to get rental income coming in, and suddenly it's a liability rather than an asset. So you want to make sure your property is an asset, it's bringing money into you rather than draining money out of your pocket, which is a liability. So make sure you've got a little cash buffer put aside, some money in a bank account or access to a credit card, or even someone else's money you've prearranged you could use just in case you need it, just to make sure your property stays in fantastic condition and so you can get tenants in nice and quickly. Follow these 5 golden rules and you will dramatically minimize the risks associated with investing in property. So invest with knowledge, invest with skill. So farewell to Neko Island then.
Yeah.
Guys, say goodbye.
It's only 51 weeks.
Only 51
weeks.
51 weeks. So there we go, Neko Island, farewell. I do hope you got massive value watching this YouTube video, and if you have, I want to make a recommendation to you. I'd like to recommend you come and check out one of our Property Investor Network meetings. Now we have 50 meetings all over the UK. You can connect with other like-minded investors, get local people in that area who can help you with your property journey, as well as learning from our guest speakers. Now the investment to come to a PIN meeting is just £20, a very, very small investment. But if you've never been before, you can click on the link below and use the voucher code YouTube and come to your first PIN meeting completely free as my guest to come and check it out for yourself. Now I'm pretty sure once you've been and seen the incredible value you get, you're going to want to go again and again. That's entirely up to you, but take action right now. Click on the link below, find your local meeting, scroll down at where the payment page is, use the code YouTube, and you can actually come to your first meeting completely free as my guest. In the meantime, I've also lined up another video I think you're going to watch as well. So until I see you next, invest with knowledge, invest with skill.